Okay, so I'm wrapping up day 5 here of my 7-day juice fast, and got up this morning and I went straight away and pressed a bunch of carrot, apple, maybe I didn't have any celery, ginger juice, a lot of that, and drank it right down because I knew I needed to start my day off on the right foot, no fooling around, and so I had that, and then I had, what did I have next? Then a little bit, I had some tea, I guess. I guess I had some tea. I was pretty distracted today. I had an awful lot to do, a lot of errands to do, and stuff to figure out, and trying to get a lot done. So I wasn't really even thinking about juicing, not juicing. I mean, I was just distracted, and I wasn't hungry. So I was just going about my business, and later in the afternoon, I came home and I realized that I probably should have something to eat, and I wanted to do tomato juice, but I didn't have any tomatoes, and I really wanted some of Gary's good tomatoes, and I was going to drive down there. I didn't have time, so I thought I think I have some tomato juice left, and I did. So I pulled out some of that, had some of that, but I had made it a little too spicy. I added a little bit too much Siriasi, so it was just a little too tangy. Added some lemon to it and all my other good stuff. So it was good though. The tomato juice always kind of, rectifies everything. And let's see. So then I went to meditate, and I think I had some black tea at some point. Oh, and then I made a cup of coffee, but I didn't drink it. I just, at a certain point, I thought, you know, maybe you need a little coffee. I thought, no, and I had a couple sips, and I just didn't drink it. I put it in the fridge for later, and got home from meditation, and I went right to the rec center because I thought, you haven't been to the rec center. I wanted to take a shower in any case. I was just going to take a shower, and I was sitting there meditating. I thought two things came to me. First thing came to me, you should go to the rec center and you should exercise. You shouldn't just, I wanted to take a whirlpool in a sauna and shower, but I decided I should exercise. So I had made that decision, and I came home. And also the other decision I made in meditation was tonight you need to do some serious green juicing. The best thing you can do is to go to Walmart, get a mess of green vegetables, and really pull out my green juicer. I have two juicers. One's the Juicier Fruits, that's a Jackie LaLanne power juicer, which is a very good serviceable juicer. However, it doesn't do greens very well. It doesn't do leafy greens. So I got a used juicer. Can't remember the name of it, but it does get the juice out of greens. But it's kind of hard to clean and everything. So I got both of them out. I know. So I went to Walmart. I got lettuce. I got kale, 2 bunches of kale. I got cucumber. The lettuce was organic. Everything else was non-organic, because one of the things I do is in order to be able to afford juicing, I mix it up. If something is a reasonable price, I'll get the organic. But for example, a red pepper is, if you get an organic red pepper, especially at the local health food store here, or really any organic red pepper, it's going to be several dollars. And to just juice that up, nah, I don't think so. So I just go to Walmart and get the green and red peppers, from the non-organic section, and they always look so healthy. They look so good. I get my zucchinis there too, and I get my cucumbers very often. And it's balancing act between going broke and getting a little whatever, the less totally healthy option. So I got all these vegetables, and I came home, and then I pulled out the juicers, and I just started juicing. And boy, did that make a mess. I mean, it was a mess because the kale, I was shoving it in a little too fast, and it got stuck, and then I had to take it apart, and then I had all this kind of halfway juiced pulp, and I remember to plug in my steamer to, because I was going to have a lot of cleanup. Oh, and the other thing that happened was I forgot to put the back on the Jack LaLanne power juicer. It has a trap where it gets the residue, and I forgot to put it on there. It's not the first time I've ever done that. So I looked at one point because I had two juicers going, and there's all this vegetable. I thought, oh, you forgot to put the back one. I got all these vegetables all over my bottles and wall. I thought, okay, you win. So, I just kept at it. It was a lot of cleaning. I was listening to some nice stories while I was doing this, but I couldn't really hear my stories with the juicer on, so I put my Bluetooth on, and I was switching out back and forth between the Bluetooth and listening to the computer, and it got done. But the main thing I wanted to do was, in the past several days, I've been favoring a little bit too much the sugary drinks. I mean, I'm drinking, black tea with sugar in it. And last night I had 2 cups of hot chocolate before I went to bed. Basically, juicing it works because it's all liquids with no fiber. Apparently, the body, and I've heard this, described by others, and I trust it as true. When the body doesn't have anything going on in terms of digesting, even if it's getting enough calories from liquids, it starts to use its stores in your body, and it uses that. Something in your, the system triggers the body to start using your stores, your extra stores. And it's a good thing. And that's why you can be not hungry and still lose weight. It's that little trick. It's sort of like the ketosis trick of the high-fat diet. But I think this is really much healthier. Much, much, much healthier. And it works very well. I had been just kind of cheating with the hot chocolate, the tea with sugar in it. But that's what I do, and it does work, and it gets me through. The reality is that a really strict, by the book juice fast will give you much better results. It's probably much healthier for you. Because the reason I went to the green juice tonight was because I had been a little too much on the sugary, sugar type drinks. Like carrot juice has a lot of sugar in it. Kombucha, not so much. I was using the cold pressed fruit juices, in the past few days, and it's just a little too much of the sugar. So I thought, and I didn't want tomato juice. I could have bought, Roma tomatoes from Walmart tonight, but no, I didn't. I knew I needed to have the real green juice, and it was very good. In fact, I made like kind of 2 batches, and the second batch had pineapple in it. I put a little pineapple in it. I did add an apple, and boy, that's a good combination. That really green juice with some pineapple. Oh man, that was good. Just plain green juice. You really at least need to add an apple. So anyway, kind of running out of time here. I just wanted to thank Ellen for making a comment in the comment section. It was just such a wonderful, it's such a blessing for the day. I just felt so pleased that, somebody was watching, and, I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. But, like I expressed in my reply to her, when I was doing my initial juicing, I would scour the internet for people who were also juicing, because it's kind of a lonely road, because not everybody's doing it. Your friends aren't doing it, and so I was always reaching out to the internet to get information about what people were going through and what their experiences were. So this is day 5. I'm looking forward to eating. I'm going to be doing a week free, and I also got cookbooks from the library, Wheat Belly cookbooks, Dr. William Davis. I looked at some of the recipes, and boy, I'm excited about getting back to cooking after this diet. I'm running out of time, and that's all for day 5. I'll see you on day 6.